Hello everyone, my name is Havian and today I'm going to be recapping everything we know so far about Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok, while also sharing the experience I had with its recent beta. Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok is an upcoming large-scale expansion for Granblue Fantasy Relink, which is releasing on PlayStation 4 and 5, PC via Steam, and now on Nintendo Switch 2 on July 9th, 2026. The Switch 2 version also features local wireless multiplayer between up to 4 systems, and in addition to that, crossplay will also be enabled on all platforms in Endless Ragnarok. So you can play on your preferred platform and still play with friends, no matter which system they use. Cygames reached out and asked if they could sponsor today's video. They wanted me to let you all know what you should expect from Endless Ragnarok. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down all of the currently known information and showing some gameplay from the recent betas. So if you want to see more official information about the Endless Ragnarok expansion after watching this video, click the link in the description and the pinned comment to find out more. Granblue Fantasy Relink is an action RPG with a single-player main story and an additional quest mode that can be played solo and offline or online with other players worldwide. The story of Granblue Fantasy revolves around a crew of adventurers known as Skyfarers who are exploring the Sky Realm in search of the legendary island of the Astrals, Lucia. The main character of this story is referred to as the captain of the Grand Cypher airship, and in Granblue Fantasy Relink, their adventure has taken the crew to a region in the forgotten corner of the skies known as the Zegagrande Skydom. While in this Skydom, the crew meet new allies, challenge powerful primal beasts, and go up against a secret organization known as the Church of Havian. The Granblue Fantasy series has a wide roster of unique characters, and that is also reflected within Granblue Fantasy Relink. In total, there are over 20 playable characters that you can obtain throughout the game. Some will be unlocked throughout the story, but in order to unlock others, you'll need to use an item called the Crewmate card, which is given to you as a reward for reaching certain milestones in the story or as a first-time completion bonus in specific quests. After receiving these cards, you can take them to Sierra's Knickknack Shack in town, which will allow you to unlock these additional characters in any order that you wish. Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok is a large-scale expansion for the game that takes place after the events of the original Relink story. The expansion adds new stories, new characters, new game modes, expanded progression and gameplay systems, and refines various aspects of the game. New players will be able to buy a full package that includes the base game and Endless Ragnarok, but existing owners of Granblue Fantasy Relink will be able to purchase an upgrade kit that carries over all of their save files and progress directly into the new content. With the conclusion of the previous story, the Zegagrande Skydom faces another threat. The new story is described as a world's end scenario, where mysterious gateways are opening into a realm of chaos, bringing forth new apocalyptic enemies known as the ragnalia. In addition to these new enemies, Beelzebub, a major villain from the Granblue universe, will also be making his appearance in Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok. He's a character that is framed as a calamity more dangerous than these newly discovered ragnalia, so it will be interesting to see what happens after the crew meet him. Endless Ragnarok's story is set to begin after completing the Proud difficulty quest, the Tale of Bahamut's Rage. We will then have to overcome a battle against the Eternals, Siofon and Twain, who are powerful playable characters that can be unlocked later in the game. It seems like this battle will act as a test to check if we are able to handle the enemies in the new Chaos difficulty tier. But it's been said that the game will have a variety of quality of life adjustments in order to help players catch up, like reducing the amount of resources needed for character progression, reworking some traits and character abilities, as well as adjusting the balance of some quests. Quests are one of the other main forms of content that you can take part in while playing through Granblue Fantasy Relink. These aren't like the side quests that you can accept from citizens in the towns during the story. Instead, these quests are highly repeatable challenges that can be done offline with your own characters, or you can go online to take on these challenges with other players worldwide in co-op multiplayer. Completing quests is worthwhile, since the rewards you can earn are essential to the long-term growth of your characters. By completing quests, you can earn new weapons, sigils, crafting and upgrade materials, experience and mastery points, and various other resources that are essential for upgrading your characters. A character's power level is a number that indicates how strong a specific character is based on their current build, and this number is displayed for each character in your party while in the main menu, and it's also displayed for your currently selected character in the quest selection screen. In order to improve a character's power, you can equip them with various weapons and accessories known as sigils. Weapons and sigils have additional passive bonuses called traits, which can provide characters with various enhancements that increase their power. Characters can also be enhanced through masteries. Each character has a mastery tree that has various unlockable nodes that will provide the character with stat enhancements, new combat abilities, and skills. To unlock the nodes on a character's mastery tree, you'll need to spend mastery points that can be obtained when a character levels up, or from other sources like quest rewards, treasure chests, or from certain enemies when they're defeated. In Endless Ragnarok, one of the new ways we can enhance our characters directly is through the new Master Trait system, which is said to push our characters past their previous level caps, so people can continue to progress with their favorite characters. This system, in combination with the new summoning system that I'll be showing later, seem to be what they mean when they say we'll be able to upgrade our characters further. Each character can use a combination of normal attacks, unique attacks, and link attacks to perform basic combos, which can have a variety of effects depending on the character being used. These combos can also be combined with a character's skills to create a chain of attacks. You can set up to 4 active skills per character, but characters can also have up to 2 passive skills known as support skills, which form the foundation of their playstyle. Every character can perform well on their own, but there are a variety of party-based mechanics that encourage teamwork and a sense of unity between party members or players. The first of those are link attacks. As the party continues to deal damage to an enemy, a blue bar known as a stun gauge will begin to fill. Once the gauge is full, all party members will be prompted to perform a simultaneous link attack. As you continue to perform link attacks and other party-based actions, the party's link level will begin to rise. Once the link level reaches 100%, if all party members successfully use a link attack within a specific time frame, they will activate link time. While link time is active, time will slow down for enemies, and your party members will receive additional buffs for the duration. Skybound art chains are another party-focused action that can be used during battle. Skybound arts are a character's ultimate ability, and to activate them, you'll need to fill the Skybound art gauge displayed under a character's health bar. This bar will gradually increase as you deal damage to enemies during combat, and once it's full, each party member can use their Skybound art chain in succession to create a chain of powerful attacks. If the chain is successful, a supplementary elemental attack known as a chain burst will be activated based on the amount of Skybound arts that were used in the chain. The more Skybound arts that are used in the chain, the stronger the chain burst becomes. A new addition to Endless Ragnarok are Primal bursts. When link time begins, Lyria will also begin channeling a Primal burst. And once all 4 party members activate their Skybound arts one after another to trigger a full burst, Lyria will automatically follow up with a Primal burst. During the beta, Proto Bahamut was the Primal used during the Primal burst, but there will be more available in the expansion once it launches. A new gameplay and progression related system in Endless Ragnarok are summons. The summoning system is unlocked early in the Endless Ragnarok story, and it allows players to temporarily take control of certain summons that Lyria calls into battle. Some summons can be powerful primals that you can use to attack enemies directly, and others can be more supportive and offer you buffs and healing. Performing link attacks and other party-based actions fills the summon gauge during combat, and once enough of the gauge has been filled, you'll be able to call a summon into battle. The summoning gauge is divided into 3 segments, and each summon has their own summoning cost, with more powerful summons costing all 3 segments to use. But each time a summon is used during battle, it reduces the cost of the next summon by 1 segment, so even the high cost summons become easier to call as the fight continues. So it's worth considering the order of the summons you use and the summoning cost of the ones you equip. You can equip up to 4 summons for use during battle, and each of these summons have their own traits and equip bonuses that directly impact the stats of all of your characters, which is the other layer of progression that I mentioned in addition to the master traits. In multiplayer, each player can use the summon that they placed into the primary slot, but you'll still benefit from the stat bonuses provided by all of the equipped summons you have. Both the Summon and Primal Burst systems are only available in the Chaos difficulty quests and above though, so it's not something we'll be able to make use of in the base game content, unless they make Chaos tier versions of those quests. In addition to the summoning system, the Conflux is a new addition to Endless Ragnarok. This game mode is specifically designed for single player, so if you ever feel like you run out of things to do while you're solo, or you want to take a break from quests, this is something you can do. Instead of following a mission-based format like the quest mode, the Conflux is more of a roguelike style mode, with randomly generated stages that contain unpredictable challenges. When progressing through a run of the Conflux, you'll be able to unlock auras, which are special temporary buffs that I assume will last the duration of that run. This results in your characters getting stronger the deeper into a run that they get, with the enhancements resetting once you've completed that specific Conflux run. It's been shown that the Conflux is divided into multiple difficulty tiers, with different kinds of rewards being provided depending on the difficulty, which gives players another way to obtain various crafting and progression related materials. Since I like roguelike modes in games, the Conflux could end up being one of my favorite additions to Endless Ragnarok, so I'm looking forward to giving it a try. In Endless Ragnarok, we'll also gain access to the Chaos difficulty tier, which is said to have the most difficult missions in the game. This tier introduces new quests, new bosses, and new ways for us to enhance our characters. During the open beta, we were given a taste of what we should expect to see in the Chaos tier quests. A special quest that had summoning enabled was added to this beta, and in that quest we had to go up against the Aquila Ruby Golem. It has the usual attacks that you'd expect from a golem, but this one goes into overdrive as soon as the battle begins, and it didn't seem like the overdrive state ever ended during the fight. So the boss was hyper aggressive and it constantly chained its attacks. It was a pretty fun fight, and the difficulty did catch me off guard at first, since I only just started getting back into the game recently. But I am hoping that in the Chaos difficulty, they have similar Chaos versions of all of the enemies from the previous tiers, as well as some brand new ones. If you think things may be too challenging while playing Relink, or if you need to ease yourself back into the game after a long break, there are assist modes that will make the characters more manageable to control. Depending on the type of assistance you require, you can simplify the controls, which will allow you to perform combos, skills, and evasive actions while tapping a single button or by moving towards nearby enemies. These assist modes can be used in the story and in quest mode, but a new change for Endless Ragnarok is that these assist modes can now be enabled in Maniac and Proud difficulty quests and more, which should make reaching the starting point for Endless Ragnarok and the Chaos difficulty much more manageable. 4 new playable characters will also be joining the roster in the Endless Ragnarok expansion. Galanza and Magliel, who were part of the story in the base game, would now become playable alongside the new range character Eustace and the new melee-focused character Beatrix, which is a character that I had a chance to try during the recent beta. Beatrix is an aggressive close-range fighter that uses a combination of quick strikes and gap-closing attacks during combat. Her main gimmick is her Delta Clock mechanic that lets her rotate through various buffs depending on the position of the clock hand when pressing the unique attack button. These buffs can provide her with attack, defense, or healing, depending on what she needs from the situation in battle. Using skills and follow-up attacks charges the Delta Clock, and once it's fully charged, she can activate the Devour Causality mode that drains the clock's charge to increase her attack speed and improve her combo potential. While in this mode, she gains an additional follow-up attack after her combos and skills, which allows her to perform a continuous loop of acrobatic attacks against enemies. She was fun to play during the betas, so once Endless Ragnarok arrives, I know she'll be one of the first characters I start using. But I'm still looking forward to seeing all of the balance changes and adjustments to the existing characters too. Endless Ragnarok is looking like it's going to let me sink even more hours into the game. I played the PS5 version of Relink back at launch and put a few hundred hours into it, but recently I restarted the game on PC, since it's my preferred platform and so I could ease myself into playing the game again. It has been a while since I played, so along with the recent beta, it's helped to refresh my memory of the game. Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok is releasing on July 9th, 2026, so if you want to stay up to date with information about the game until then, it's worth keeping an eye on the official Granblue Fantasy Relink social channels for any news and updates, since they will be the first to make any major announcements. I'll be making more videos for Endless Ragnarok and other upcoming action games and RPGs. So if you want to be the first to know when those videos are available, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications for the channel. I'll be making some new videos very soon, but until I make those videos, here's another that you might find interesting.